Hello my friends and welcome to episode 19 of our Football Manager 2020 Let's Play with Rangers. Since the last episode where we had that disappointing result in Napoli, today we're also taking on Napoli. Now I was going to do Napoli and Ajax in this game. That's not going to happen because of you guys have asked for more consistent uploads. At least in the short term, I'm going to switch back to one game an episode just now. But we've played 3 games, we're back on a winning streak. We won 2-0 against Motherwell. Harry Wilson and Nicolo Katic with the goals. Harry Wilson also missing a penalty there. Before we played Ross County, we won 3-1. A had brace from David Turnbull, including a penalty, and Harry Wilson on the score sheet there. Before we played Hibs in the Betfred Cup semi-final. We've got Celtic in the final, but as you see, a very much rotated side where we won 3-1. Ryan Kent with a brace, and Alfredo Morelos getting his first goal in unknown how long. I brought Richie Holster off the bench, gave him a penalty. You know, he's not the best at penalties, let's be honest. He's got 9 for penalty taken, but I wanted to get him his first goal, but the keeper saved it. We actually scored from the resulting corner. That was Ryan Kent's 96th minute goal. Either way, the result was sorted. Alex Lowry getting a 7.5 on his first 90 minutes as well. And, you know, it was a fairly good performance overall. We were in control of the game, bar a little spell around our goal after our second. Scored during that spell, and then they really came at us for a little bit. Changed a couple of things, and again, we took control. I'm tweaking tactics a little bit just now. I'm experimenting with stuff. I'm mostly changing things in-game to see what's working and what isn't. But there's one thing I want to try over the next little while, and I'm not going to tell you what that is until, because I'm not trying it in this game. I'm going to try it a couple of games off camera, and in a couple of episodes time, if I'm seeing a difference, I'll let you know that is. But I want to see a more attacking tactic. You know, I've historically always built tactics that are decent from the back, okay going forward. The only time the exception to that was when I used the 5-2-3 in FM18, and that was just downright broken, let's be honest with that. That's the team that we're going with today, by the way, as long as we've got everyone in the right position. John Souttar's injured, unfortunately, so can't play this game, so Katic will play as the ball winner. Let's have a look at our wanted. So Katic wanted by a number of teams. We could be losing him in January. Interest in Borna Barisic and Joe Aribo and Morelos as well. We know about the interest in Morelos. Schalke have been interested in him since the start of the save. I mentioned last episode about Morelos having the work permit issue. Now, what I might do, and I don't want to do it, someone has said to me that, you know, if it becomes an issue, just renew it. It should extend. Alex Lowry is wanted by Newcastle, by the way, as well, and the bid for Batista Mayer is from us. I'm put that bid back in, and I've now agreed a contract in principle. Obviously he has to make the final decision, and there's another player that I've made a move for as well on that basis. But yeah, I kind of want to find a patch where we have no games, so I'm kind of was hoping for a winter break. And it does look like we've got it, so straight after the Motherwell game I might offer him a contract. But someone said to me, even if it declines the work permit, he should still get the remainder of this contract. So I think it is worth the risk giving him a new contract and doing that, because that would still get him over his time for citizenship. And I did promise you staff changes in the last episode, and we've never got around to that. Now you can see who I've made a bid for there, by the way, if you go back and pause, but I'm not telling you. So if you really want to see that, you can. No, we've made so many staff changes. So Balbuena's in. Did I show you Balbuena? I must have done. I don't think I showed you Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in as reserves manager, though. Billy Davis went away to Wickham, and so from there we'll go from there, basically. Enchar comes in as a sports scientist. He's under 18's fitness coach. We've got this lad coming in as a reserves coach. Not very good actually, Lucas Renna. But I think, if I'm right in thinking, no, he's not the person I thought he was, so never mind. There's something in my head. I'm sure I made a move for somebody on the basis of who their dad was, and didn't. I can't remember now. I'm so confused. Joachim Janssen comes in as an under 18s coach. You know, he's not the best, but formerly at Randers, he's okay. We've got Jens Jakob Sorensen coming in as a reserves coach. He's half decent. We've got Bogvad in as a reserves physio. He's really good. Goalkeeping coach in Shanov, I was going to try and pronounce his first name and then I decided against it. We've got Oliver Bartlett coming in as a fitness coach now. Our fitness coaches are unbelievable. In fact, I feel like I'm looking at last season here because I remember Bartlett coming in. We've got Wayne Smith in, we've got Joan Nod, Francis Marquette in as sports scientist, data analyst in Gerard Martinez, Sonny Ashton in as technical director. His stats are unbelievable for that role. In fact, even in a lot of other roles as well. He'd make a half decent assistant manager, you know. But is it an option? It is, but it doesn't match my preferred formation, and that's one of the things that I look for in an assistant manager. You know, such a good staff member. That Jean Mathieu comes in as a data analyst. Ross McGowan is an under-18s coach. Gonzalo Pineda as an assistant manager. Now he does meet my preferred formation. Stat-wise, he is not as good as Gary McAllister in a lot of stats that people look at. I'm going to do a video probably over on the FM Creators channel at some point and explain what I look for in an assistant manager, and probably do one for head of youth development as well, because these are two things I think people look at so wrong, in my opinion. And that's not to say I'm right and other people are wrong, but even just to open up the debate. But Gonzalo Pineda comes in from Seattle as our new assistant manager. Big reason for that is tactical knowledge and, the preferred formation. Now it's not quite right because it's Route 1 and direct, which kind of sucks, but you know, you have to give some leeways. We've got Darlin Schneider as a fitness coach. I don't feel like I appointed Oliver Bartlett in July and then this guy in September. And then Richard Naylor comes in from Hull as a coach. And I can't remember what he's doing, but if we have a look at our training, coaches and edit coaching assignments, as you can see, we're 2 5-stars on fitness now. Actually, we've got a coach that's probably just doing nothing. Just let's get these workloads down would be a good idea. And Rena, can you do that one? Thanking you. So as you see, we're 4.5-star in shot stopping, 4-star in handling, which is decent. Tactical defending is probably next on the list for getting improved. You know, it's not really ideal as the best, although actually could we do that? That puts that up straight away. Thank you very much, that works for me. We've got Richard Naylor doing defending technical, which is half decent at 4-star. I'm doing a 4-star on the attacking tactical and a 3.5 on attacking technical. Again, possession tactical, not quite good enough. McBeal could maybe improve that. You can. That works for me. You cover in on that one, please. And I'm doing possession. No, I'm not. Gonzalo Pineda's doing possession technical, rather. And then we've got our 2 5-star fitness coaches. They're just unbelievable. And if we have a look at wages as well, Bartlett's 3.1k a week coming from Beijing previously, but then come direct. Unbelievable quality coach in Oliver Bartlett. I would highly recommend him. And the other one is Darlin Schneider, and again 2.3k a week. He's formerly in China, but what stats can you get? In fact, it's BTF actually Brazil. It is indeed, but he was in China before that, so it works. But you know, unbelievable stats. I'm going to skip straight into the game now, but I wanted to show you guys that because I meant to show you that last episode and completely messed up, but we're now there. I'll see you pitch side. I decided right at the last minute to put Pedro Cervella in at the holding midfield role. Now the reason for that was really because we've got no centre backs fit beyond Katic and Manvaros. Josh Knight obviously is fit, but he's unregistered. So I felt that we needed somebody to be able to be on the bench and fresh for that role, and the only option for that was Ross McCrory. So we've gone with Farinez, O'Donnell, Katic, Manvaros, Barisic, Cervella, Aribo, Gomez, Harry Wilson, Kent and Morelos up top. They look very, very strong, as you would expect them to be really. So let's hope that we can nick something out here. Going to go out there and impress me, please. And I've got faith in you. tactics, and what I want to do straight away is get you marking tightly. No, I don't want you just to mark that one guy, I want you to mark that AMC position. Kick off please, and good luck us. Oh god, don't injure blooming O'Donnell. That would not be good. Bruised ankle, should be okay for the game. Should recover. Give him as long as I can. And I'm going to give a get creative now. Inspired. Inspired's got to be focused, doesn't it? Throw in Barisic to Morelos. Plays it back to Pedro Cervella. Sergio Gomez. Plays it into Harry Wilson. He's got O'Donnell on overlap, but he finds Morelos. It's just wide from the Colombian. So close. Cervella whips in. Manfaros, get in. It's the first time this season we have led in the Champions League. Oh yes. Comes from a set piece. We have been improving with our corners, but Manfaros getting above. Morelos tries to steal it off him on the line. He's not quite got the jump and reach for that. Calhoun comes off for them. A right back as well. Guam, I am not convinced you're a right back, are you? You're a left back. So you're out of position. Makes me tempted to play it down the left, but then the wingers just run to the byline and then shoot anyway, so it doesn't really work, does it? I've not really got that team talk right, unfortunately. I kind of messed up with the first click. But that's on me completely. Aribo heads on, finds Morelos. Unfortunately, it's taken away from him straight away. Good pressing though from Sergio Gomez. Sergio Gomez and Morelos both going after the goalkeeper, which isn't ideal, and it's left this bit of space here with Zielinski. Lozano, Fabian, whipped it across to Gulam. Barisic, you've got to be doing better than that, son. Thankfully, he's shot from a strange angle, which kind of does go against you, but it goes for you as well. So, you know, it's one of those ones that you want to complain about in game because you miss so many chances because of it. But then you see situations like that where, you know, it works out in your favour. It's a decent ball in towards Katic, cleared away. Wilson. Aribo. Got to find a pass. It does. He finds Cervella on the far side really, really well. Manvaros. Cervella does well. Gomez. Aribo. I feel like there was a through ball there that he just didn't want to take. O'Donnell eventually decides to play it as he's getting tackled. You know, he's kind of just sort of lobbed it in there and then gone for it. Manfaros again. So close. Actually, in the Hibs game, both the Ryan Kent goals came from corners. They were actually won by Manfaros and headed back across. And at this point, I kind of want to bring off Cervella because he's knackered. At the same time, I don't want to leave us without a DM on the bench. It's a bit of a headache, isn't it? We'll bring on Turnbull for... I was meant to bring him on for a Aribo and then switch him round, and I've done that, but whatever. It works. David Turnbull back to Pedro Cervella. Turnbull again. Wants to cross into Harry Wilson. Can he get on his left? He's kind of not been able to get it down really and play it across. Goes near post. Good save from the keeper. Another corner for us. Barisic launches in. It's kind of just over everyone. Katic move to attack it and then keeps it in and lets him have it. Not convinced with that, Nico. Really not. Another attacking highlight for us at this present time. Hopefully that's not a counter-attack. It looks like it is. Insigne. He's got pace to burn. Katic does well to intercept there, but unfortunately straight back to them. And they've got us on the overlap here. Gulam. Fabian. Gareto. Fabian again. They've actually crossed it. But Farinez comes up trumps. Was an offside anyway. And at this point I'm going to bring on... Do you know what? Create new tactic, please. And I want direct counter attack. Choose formation, please. Stick to the DM wide because, you know, makes sense to. Nobody's been moved around apart from Turnbull, who will go back on 8 advanced playmaker support. You can go as an inverted winger on support. Inverted winger on support as well. And yeah. Kind of feel like passing to space should be right there. For that, distribute or opposition defence, please. Take long kicks. No, long kicks. Slow pace down. I don't know, I'm making this up as I go along. I don't tend to do defensive tactics like this. It's not, you know, as much as I tend to do tactics that are defensively sound, I don't tend to do tactics that are based on defend. Coop Meaners. I really should, and probably the next time that I have time to actually sit and play the game and think about things. Because right now I'm literally playing, getting to a record point, not having time to record. Don't want to test things out during that time, in case some record time comes up. We got away with that. I don't tend to test a lot of tactics out, you know. So because of where my record schedule is just now, I'm not testing tactics out. So the next time I get a chance, I do need to build one. But a 1-0 dominant win in the Champions League, that's got to be worth some money for us. Manfaros gets man of the match, and we continue. O'Donnell should only be out for a couple of days with a bruised ankle. £2.4 million, that will cover off a decent chunk of the losses, as we're down to just, you know, we're 56 million in the bank, so we've only lost a couple of million since the start of the season. I'm sure I said it was 59 million when we got the Champions League money in. So we're in big positive situation. Manfaros, you know, he's worth a lot of money. I'll not keep him for another season, I wouldn't have thought. Not that I really want to. I kind of feel like there needs to be changes. Actually, saying that, if his contract is up, no, it's not. That's a shame. Because I would be tempted to bring him in full time if he was cheap. Either way, guys, that is going to end this episode. We'll be back in the next episode, 1 game's time, for Ajax. I think that's also at home. It is indeed. So we'll be back for that after the Hearts game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.